I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. Today we are back again in the courtroom of Judge Phyllis K. Webster out of the state of Kansas. And guess who we are back for? He told us the last time we saw him in trial, and he absolutely meant what he said. Oh, you guys don't remember what he said? Check this out.
I always believed and found that he just had a differing opinion than what most of the folks in the legal system believe based on the laws that we work with. But Mr. Estrada, your fine will be $50. Your court costs are $108, so you owe $158. How much time do you need to pay that, sir?
I have no money. I make $700 a month, and my rent is $500, which leaves me with $200 for food. I have no money, but I'm going to appeal this. I'm appealing this.
So as you can see, just like Mr. Abel Estrada Jr. said in his trial, and if you haven't seen his trial, go check out his trial first, and then come back for this video. But he has appealed the decision that was given by Judge Webster, and that was obviously guilty. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and see what Mr. Estrada has to say on this appeal.
We are on the record in 2024 TR 617, State of Kansas versus Abel Estrada. Paul E. Dean for the state, and Mr. Estrada appearing in person and pro se. The defendant was found guilty February 14th, 2025, ordered to pay scheduled fine and 108 within 15 days. And what have you done about that, sir?
I submitted the notice to appeal.
Okay. And have you done anything to perfect that appeal with the Kansas Court of Appeals?
I'm waiting. I literally just spoke to the court record, and they send it in, and the next thing is we're just waiting for the plea.
All right. First of all, I'm not making if Mr. McClendon has not withdrawn, I'm having him do so now, because we do not, to my knowledge, pay for appeals of illegal tags. You'll need to be responsible for that yourself. And it's not enough just to file the notice that you intend to do it. You need to actually do it. So are you going to be representing yourself or hiring an attorney on that, Mr. Estrada?
I would like to get an attorney.
Well, you're going to have to hire one, because throughout the trial, you kept insisting that you, if I'm remembering correctly, you didn't want an attorney. Isn't this one where I made Mr. McClendon stay on as kind of a backup counsel?
That's correct, Your Honor. He was essentially became standby counsel, and the court granted Mr. Estrada basically special consideration on this matter, as this is not even an offense that's eligible for court appointment, as it does not carry a sentence that exceeds 6 months.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I thought the court, I was going to double check the journal entry. I was thinking Mr. McClendon, maybe even on the last journal entry, had been allowed to withdraw, but there was delay in me getting the paper, those journal entries to the county attorney's office, because I had a few to complete after that day. So they had not all been emailed in. So I think they might still be in the process of being e-filed, because then the following week as I recall correct, I didn't travel to Greenwood County because of all the snow.
Okay.
I did my meeting with the commission via Zoom. So, but today the court's ordering that Mr. McClendon is withdrawn. Mr. Abel directed to, or advised he should perfect his appeal.
And I'm going to set his pay or appear over 30 days to see if, and remember, you were to pay a $15 or $158 cash bond. Did you do that when you filed your notice of appeal?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again?
I had ordered that if you appealed, you had to pay a $158 cash bond. Did you pay that appeal bond?
No, I didn't, but I was trying to get a waiver.
Well, I haven't seen anything about a waiver. Mr. Dean, have you seen anything about a waiver on his appeal bond?
No.
Well, I would deny any appeal bond. Mr. Abel, the facts in this case were very straightforward. You'd made up or bought a made up alleged tag that wasn't even close to being a legal tag. We spent a lot of money trying it, and I say a lot of money because I made the defense attorney stand by, even though you didn't want an attorney. Now you say you want an attorney to appeal it. Well, I'm sure not going to appoint one to appeal it. And if you cannot even afford your $158 appeal bond, I'm wondering how you're going to afford your attorney if you can even find one to take this kind of case on appeal. I would venture to suspect that it's never been done before, but if you think you can get it done, you're welcome to. But I am proceeding that until that appeal is perfected, you still owe $158 fines and costs, and you need that to pay that appeal bond. So I'm going to review this in 30 days, and you better have it all figured out, or you better have it all paid.
I actually started the process, and I send up the appeal notice, and I actually send I requested what's it called? The report. Oh, the journal entry from Mr. Dean office, but I haven't got it because the journal entry reflects $50, but I never got it. I never seen the charges or the journal entry. I'm trying to get all the information in.
That's all great, Mr. Estrada. The journal entry is being filed. Your Honor, I don't know that at least the state's not particularly interested in his steps to appeal. That's for him to figure out on his own. I do have one item to correct on the record, Your Honor. I think probably it's proper to note that Mr. Estrada was wanting counsel. However, both court-appointed counsels, Mr. Paul and Mr. McClendon, both believe that Mr. Estrada was also wanting them to violate their oath as an attorney and make arguments
that is incorrect.
Don't interrupt, please.
And make arguments in violation of both the U.S. and Kansas Constitution. Was the specific statement both attorneys made to this court.
Yes. So
that was all. I just wanted to correct it because he was asking for an attorney, even though, quite honestly, the case doesn't qualify for court appointment.
Oh, thank you for correcting the record.
The court still did grant him that an attorney, but the attorney's based. Mr. McClendon became standby because he believed that the arguments were not supported and were in violation of his oath.
All right, thank you. And it looks like from my docket notes, he was just ordered to pay 108 court costs. It says scheduled fine, but isn't this a misdemeanor?
I just asked for the basic fine. What I refer to as basic fine. It's not really a scheduled fine, but it was $50 because he did actually have it. He just refused to
put on his car.
Display it.
That's right. He refused to put it on his car, put on that cardboard.
Despite all the rigmaroles, I treated it just as any other case.
Okay. All right, Mr. Estrada, we're going to make you come back for another pay or appear in 30 days. Missy, when is that?
March 28th at 11 o'clock.
All right, March 28th, 11 o'clock. We're going to review this and see if you've paid your case and moved on, or if you're going to keep fighting it. And you understand. Never mind. All right, but I understand, Mr. Estrada. What is it you're appealing? The fine and court costs, or are you appealing the verdict?
I'm appealing the verdict.
Okay. and you want to maintain your argument that that cardboard tag was legal. The tag that you made was legal.
Yes, that is
Okay,
correct.
all right. I
Correct.
just wanted to make sure I knew what we were doing here. All right, I'll see you back here March 28th at 11 unless you paid your $158 balance. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, where do I get the report, the journal entry from Mr. D?
It'll be with the court, look at the
The
court.
clerk of the district court is the keeper of journal entries.
You mean the court record?
The court records are all through the clerk of the district court.
Okay, thank you.
They're the public record holder. Yes, sir. And that's about all I can advise you. I'm not going to help you practice your appeal.
Well, guys, we've come to the end of this appeal hearing, and Mr. Estrada is pretty much talking some of the same things he's talked before. First and foremost, he has to pay the $158 anyway that he says he can't afford in order to go through with the appeal, because that way, if he loses the appeal, then they get to keep the money that he owes currently, right? They're not going to allow him to appeal and, you know, lose and then just be like, I'm not going to pay the money. So he has to pay that money before he even gets the opportunity to appeal. That's why they were asking about the $158. But two things can happen. He can pay the $158, come up with it, and do his appeal, or pay the $158 and, like we talked about at the end of his trial, do his 6-month non-visitation probation and just be done with this whole situation. And if he doesn't do the probation, then he will have to do a 15-day jail sentence. But really not much to say about this appeal. We will keep up with this case. Thank you once again for joining Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame with your boy TP. I appreciate you guys always. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. It is helping us out a lot. YouTube has really been changing up the way the algorithm is working, and a lot of people they were sharing the videos with, they haven't been. I don't know what that's about. People that wanted to see the videos. So just subscribe, like, and share. It should help us with the algorithm, but with YouTube, you just never know sometimes. But thank you once again, guys. This is Sovereign Citizens Court, guys, and for now, Sovereign Citizens Court is adjourned. Thank you, guys. See you soon. God bless.